Hello students, today we will learn about teaching of prose. Okay, so in this video we will learn certain points. The points are prose and its introduction, types of lesions, characteristics, and lastly we will go through the steps in the teaching of prose. So before starting the video, it's a humble request to one and all to be very attentive. So without wasting time, let's start the video. Initially, we must understand what prose is. Okay, what is the origin of the word prose? So we have certain points. Just have a look. What is the first point? The word prose comes from the Latin word proversa oratio, which means straightforward discourse. So if someone asks us about the origin of the word prose, then we'll have to answer that the word prose comes from a Latin word. Okay, what is the word proversa oratio? And what is the meaning of the word proversa oratio? Straightforward discourse. Okay, if you want to convey straightforward concept or a thought, okay, a conversation, anything else, okay, regarding all this, then you will have to take help of what prose. Okay, so this is all about the first point. What is the second point? It came into existence in 14th century during Elizabethan age. So here we can understand, we can say that prose writing came into existence in which century? 14th century, and that century was known as Elizabethan age in the history of English literature. Okay, what is the third point? Bacon's essays landmark of the development of prose in 16th century. Okay, there is a particular scholar, okay, essayist in 16th century. Okay, what was his name? Sir Francis Bacon. Okay, his essays written in 16th century, okay, it was known as landmark of the development of prose writing. Okay, and what is the next point? It includes novels, stories, biographies, autobiographies, compositions, essays, dramas, etc. So if someone asks you, well, what are the types of prose writings, then you will have to answer all these things. Okay, what are the different types of prose? Novels, stories, biographies, autobiographies, compositions, essays, dramas, etc. Okay, and what is the last point? It develops language skills. What are the language skills? Reading, writing, speaking, listening. Okay, all these skills are developed, okay, through prose. Okay, so these are all about the basic things regarding prose. I hope you understood. Now we can proceed to the next slide. So in this slide we are going to discuss what types of lesions. Okay, what the different types of lesions. Just have a look. Prose teaching includes two types of lesions. What are the two types of lesions? Number one, detailed prose lesions, and number two, non-detailed prose lesions. Now, what is the concept, okay, of detailed prose lesions? In detailed prose lesions, the teacher will have to discuss each and every aspect of the prose piece. Getting the point? He will have to discuss from A to Z, okay, different word meanings, okay, different in a sense we can say the phrases and the idioms, okay, what is the meaning, what is the structure, everything is in a sense we can say taught in detailed prose lesions. In a sense we can say it is a sort of intensive reading, which is in a sense we can say the teacher will have to go to the depth, okay, of the prose piece. Okay, this is all about the first type. Okay, what is the first type? Detailed prose lesions. What is the second one? Non-detailed prose lesions. So in a sense we can say it is something related to extensive reading, okay, for the purpose of entertainment, for the purpose of pleasure. If the teacher as a friend is reading something in front of the students, then this type of prose lesions are called what? Non-detailed prose lesions. For example, the rapid readers, okay, which are introduced in class 9, class 10, Okay, so these are all about different types of relations. What are the different types of relations of prose teaching? Number one, detailed prose relations, and number two, non-detailed prose relations. I hope you understood. Now we can proceed to next slide. So in this slide, we are going to discuss the characteristics of teaching of prose. Okay, just have a look. What are the different points? Number one, it develops language skills. I have already mentioned we have four language skills. Okay, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So while going through prose, okay, it develops automatically these skills. Okay, among the students. What is the second one? It enhances vocabulary. While a teacher in the classroom is going through or she is going through the teaching of prose, then it helps enhancing vocabulary, okay, the knowledge of vocabulary among the students. What is the third one? It develops the ability to explain the theme of the author. Okay, while teaching something, suppose this is a prose piece, and if the student or the learner is able to understand the prose, then automatically what happens, it develops a particular ability within him or her to explain the theme of the author or the writer. Okay, this is one of the characteristics of teaching of prose. Okay, what is the last one? It develops the ability to understand the idea of the author. What is the idea? What is the concept of the author? All those things are easily understood by the learner, okay, while the teacher is going through what? Teaching of prose. Okay, these are all about some characteristics related to teaching of prose. Okay, I hope you understood. Now we can proceed to the next slide. So this slide is very important as I'm going to discuss different steps in the teaching of prose. Okay, what are the different steps? Just have a look. Number one, determining the objectives. At the very outset, okay, the teacher will have to make sure what are the objectives behind teaching the prose. Okay, these objectives are, in a sense, we can say divided into two different types. So the types, number one, general objectives, number two, specific objectives. Now, what is the concept of general objectives? The general objectives, in a sense, we can say it includes the subject. For example, if the teacher is teaching the language English, then the general objectives will be what? Development of the language skills. Okay. And what is the second objective? Specific objective. Okay, specific objective is related to what? The text. Okay, if someone is teaching, suppose, a lesson, okay, related to what? Sepoy mutiny, suppose, then the specific objectives are on the basis of that particular topic, Sepoy mutiny. Okay, so general objective is related to what? The subject. Okay, and specific objectives, okay, these are related to the particular topic that the teacher is going to teach the students. Okay, these are all about the first point, determining the objectives. Now there's the second one, preparation. So here in this particular point, we'll have to focus on certain points. Okay, what are the certain points? Accordingly, just have a look. Number one, the teacher will have to focus on is what? Material aids. That means you will have to take care of TLMs. Okay, what the TLMs he is going to use in the classroom, he will have to focus on. Okay, for that particular purpose, the teacher can use different sorts of suppose posters, different sorts of flashcards, okay, etc., to make the student or to attract the students, okay, to what he is going to teach. Okay, what is the second one? Previous knowledge. Okay, after that, what happened? The teacher will have to go through the checking of previous knowledge of the students. Okay, he will have to or she will have to ask students certain questions to check what? Their previous knowledge on the topic. Okay, is going to or she is going to teach. What is the third one? Announcement of the topic. After going through previous knowledge, okay, then the teacher will have to announce the particular topic. okay, and then he will have to or she will have to write the topic on the blackboard, okay. And in a sense we can say clear handwriting. So this is all about the step what, preparation. Now we will go through the third step, presentation, okay. So in this step we have certain points. What are the points? Just have a look. Number one, model reading. After introducing the topic, after writing the topic on the blackboard, okay, in clear handwriting, okay, then what will happen? The teacher will have to read a particular paragraph, okay. That is called what? Model reading. And uh, while reading the paragraph in front of the students, okay, he will have to make sure that his pronunciation is up to the mark, okay, and he is able to read all these things, okay, fluently. So pronunciation, fluency, okay, all these things are to be taken care of, okay. Case of what? Model reading. What is the second point? Loud reading. After model reading, the teacher will ask some of the students to read that particular paragraph aloud, okay. What is the third one? Exposition of difficult words. The teacher will have to find out difficult words from the paragraph, okay, and after that he or she is expected to write those words on the blackboard along with their meaning, okay. And after that, what? Explanation. That means the teacher will have to explain the paragraph, okay, very clear headedly, very clearly, so that the students can understand him or her better, okay. What is the next one? Silent reading. After explanation, the teacher will have to ask the students to read the paragraph silently and to understand the paragraph, okay. Silent reading means the students are expected to read the paragraph without moving their lips, okay. And after that, what comes? Comprehensive questions. After the paragraph is taught by the what, teacher, he will have to ask the students certain questions on the basis of that particular paragraph, okay, to test their knowledge, okay. So after that, what happened? Recapitulations. Recapitulations means the teacher will have to sum up whatever taught, okay, in the classroom that day, okay. And then he will write certain questions as a homework as a part of the presentation. So all these points come under the third point, third step, presentation, okay. And what is the fourth one? Closure. After the homework is given to the students, the teacher will have to in a sense we can say conclude the class, okay, with a pleasant smile, and he will have to thank them for listening him so carefully. And then what happened? He will have to leave the classroom along with all the things that he brought to the classroom, okay, the TLMs, the textbook, the duster, chalk, etc. And he will have to leave the class with a pleasant smile, okay, delivering the students thank you. So these are all about different steps in the teaching of what? Prose. I hope you understood. Thank you. Keep learning.